Hello, it is Friday, September 27th, 2013. Just thought I'd make a video real quick of how I made this greenhouse structure. We've had a garden for a couple of years, and whenever winter would come around, we live in Denver, Colorado, and so we get pretty crazy winters here. Whenever winter would come around, we would always lose all of our crops, and we kind of just dealt with it. You know, we figured out the months that we'd be able to harvest, and you know, we took all of those months off during the winter that weren't good for growing. But this year I'm trying to do something a little different. I know that there are lots of PVC greenhouse ideas online, and you know, certainly anyone can access those. Some of them might be available for a fee, but anyway, I decided to design my own. I just jotted this down on a piece of paper while I was at work, taking a little break for a couple minutes, and then came home later that day and built it with my 4-year-old son, Cameron, so he helped out a lot. But anyway, it's 1/2-inch PVC pipe, schedule 40. I don't think it really matters, but just as lightweight as possible. So we have 1/2 inch of PVC pipe. We have a whole bunch of joints here. These, for example, are 45-degree elbows. Then we have some T's here, and you know, there's another T and a 45-degree elbow there. And I went ahead and attached those together with just an 1.5 inches or so of that 1/2-inch PVC pipe. Down in the corner, we have a corner piece. Really, that's an elbow with a side inlet, and another one corresponding to that on the other side. So this whole thing, the bottom, the width here, so my garden is 4 feet wide, but the PVC pipe is 5 feet wide, and that was pretty easy for us. You know, they sell PVC pipe. Generally, you can get it in 1 foot, 2 foot, or 10-foot sections, at least around here. So I just bought a whole bunch of 10-footers and cut them in half. That gave me the 5 feet that I need for the bottom here. Now, because we're going up at 45 degrees, and we're attaching it up here, what I ended up doing was 1 foot coming off the corner to the middle T here, and then, you know, another 1.5 inches or so here, and then the 45-degree elbow. I have a 2-foot piece here that I bought as a 2-foot section. That really helped a lot, not have to cut as much, and plus make them a consistent size all the way down. Then we had the other 45-degree piece. There's a 1-foot section there, a T, another foot, and then 2 feet down the other side. So all of these sizes are pretty standard. I didn't have to, you know, even dealing with the angles and geometry and everything, I never had to have a piece that was like 3 feet and 2 inches or anything like that. It was all standard sizes. So those are the spars. So there's, for my 25, or really 24-foot long garden, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down, 6 spars, and 5 feet separating them. So as we go down here, the reason that there's a corner and then a T, and then another T at the top, and then another T down there and another corner, is so that I can create structure here by having 5 5-foot sections of PVC pipe connecting each of these spars. So that's how it is all the way down. Now we get down here, and you know, my garden sits off of the rock level there. It's about 4 inches, so it's not very high. 1 foot coming up off the ground is pretty adequate to give plants plenty of space to grow under there. This middle section is a little higher. It's actually more like a foot. And so I wanted to, you know, rather than just coming up a foot and not giving the plants much room to grow, I wanted to come up an extra foot. So here, I went ahead and there's a T on the bottom, like normal. There's a cross piece here, and then I actually come up another foot before introducing the 45-degree section. Okay, so this adds an additional foot to the overall height of this particular spar, and I had to deal with it sort of specially here. So in order to account for that extra foot in my lengthwise pieces here, at this cross right here, I install a 3-foot piece, and then we introduce a 45-degree slope up, 1 foot, and then another 45 to bring it back level, and that's another foot. So again, all these pieces are standard length, 3 feet, 1 foot, 1 foot, and then again on the other side to come back down, 1 foot, 1 foot, and then 3 feet over to the next cross piece. Now you can see here we have a tomato plant that sticks out the top of this. I'm actually planning on removing that. It's pretty much dead at this point. Through the winter we're probably going to be doing mostly ground level plants, roots, things like onions, carrots. We might try and do some strawberries and spinach, things of that nature. But anyway, this should give us plenty of space to grow. The whole thing, for the structure anyway, cost, let's see, for the pipe and the joints, cost about $50, I want to say. And that was, so this again is, it ends up being about 25 feet, the structure, about 25 feet across by 5 feet over. And I was able to do that. I bought 2 10-packs of those PVC pipes, and I actually have a lot left over in the garage, so you could probably get by with 15 pipes, 15 of those 10-foot sections, and then all of the 2-foot sections were separate. So, but all these 1-foot sections here I went ahead and cut myself. No big deal. Anyway, so the next step is going to be for us to put plastic on it. It's really foggy today and cold. It's about 45 here in late September. And tonight it's supposed to get cold enough that it might do some damage here if we don't have our greenhouse up. So the next part is we have 6 mil plastic sheeting, and we're going to put that on it next. And I bought some snap clamps, and we're going to attach it to the PVC with that. So with that, I guess I'll sign off for now. If you have any questions about how I created this, or any lengths or dimensions or anything like that, go ahead and post a comment in the comments, and I will go ahead and respond with whatever information you need. All right, thank you for